I'm pretty sure whoever has clicked this video is in a confused state of mind if they have to give their GRE or not. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do in this video. I'm gonna give some of the points that you have to consider before deciding not to write GRE so that you don't regret it later on. So without any further ado, let's start. So whoever has walked on to my channel for the first time, hey, I'm Danya Shetty. I do informative videos about studying abroad. If you're interested in such type of contents, then do consider subscribing and also hit that bell notification so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So guys, I post my videos for every 2 to 3 days, so I wouldn't want you to miss on that. And people who have visited my channel before and people who are my subscribers, thank you so much for all your support and joining me back in this video. I am really grateful. So yeah, let's seriously start the video now. So the very first point that you have to consider while thinking about not writing GRE is about improving your profile. So people with GPA less than 2.0, you have to seriously consider about writing GRE, and also people with backlogs. So in case you want to improve your profile and want to stand out and still get the admit in some of the decent university, this is your chance. Take your GRE. That will really help you in your admission process. And people who have very good profile, work experience, but want to get into high level universities like Stanford, MIT, then you too have to seriously consider about writing GRE, because you know the acceptance rate from this particular university is very low. So they always want students who are good at everything, right? And there will be many people with your same profile who will be applying to this university. So I personally feel that if you write GRE and if you have an exceptionally good profile, like you're good in sports, you're good in something, you have exceptionally good marks, you have work experience, and along with that you have your GRE, then I think you will stand out in the crowd of so many people, because the acceptance rate will be around 16%, 4% or 6% sometimes. So do consider writing GRE if you want to get into top level university. The second most deciding factor is scholarship. So I get this question many times asking if GRE is required to get scholarship. So guys, my answer is yes, because see, this is a varying factor. If you have a low profile and you want to write GRE just because you want that scholarship, please don't do it, because scholarship in USA is not like any other country. Other countries, they offer a lot of scholarships. Like UK, they offer almost to everyone about 5 lakh scholarship for University of Exeter, because they had offered me, my friend and another friend as well. But it's not the same case in USA. So in USA they give pretty low amount of scholarships to students. That too, for people who are going to spring intake, again the scholarship opportunity reduces drastically. So you people, please don't give GRE just because you want that scholarship, because sorry to say, but it is merit based scholarship, and merit based scholarship are given to people with who are exceptional in their studies, extracurricular activities and things like that. So if you are a person with exceptional marks and with work experience, or on just exceptional marks and with research papers and things like that, then I would suggest you to give your GRE, because there is high number of competition for that scholarship, and there is less number of seats that they provide for that scholarship, maybe 2 or 3, and applicants will be like huge. So if you want to stand out of that crowd and get noticed, then do consider writing GRE. So the next point is there are less number of universities offering GRE waiver. This is particularly not for spring students, it's for fall 22 students. As you know, I have done a video on universities offering GRE waiver, top universities offering GRE waiver and universities offering GRE waiver. You might have noticed that there is less number of universities offering GRE waiver. Now suppose that you have thought of getting into any one of those universities. So first thing first, do write down those universities and see if those universities are providing GRE waiver for your particular course, because those universities which I mentioned there are not providing GRE waiver for all the course, only some particular courses. So Make a list of the universities and go check out if they are providing GRE waiver. If they are not providing GRE waiver, if more than 4 universities are not providing GRE waiver for your particular course, then you have to seriously consider writing GRE, because you don't want to risk and narrow your opportunity just because you want a GRE waiver. So yeah, that was it. Then others people going in spring intake, please calm down. There are many universities offering GRE waiver, and please apply as soon as possible, because the application process has started long ago, and I came to notice that many people have not yet started applying. Please start applying as soon as possible. Don't wait any longer. Yeah, that was it. Now let's go to the next point. Very next point, and the most important point that you have to consider before deciding not to write GRE, is education loan, that too unsecured loan. So let me talk about this now in detail. Please watch till the end what I'm going to tell, because even if you get the seat from this university, you may not get the loan. If you like people who are going for non-collateral loan, please listen to this. So guys, you do get non-collateral loan. I got my loan approved day before yesterday for about 40 lakhs. Yes, I got, and I have not written GRE. But people whose parents' income are a little bit low, let me tell my profile. My father's income was about 90,000, and he had some personal loan, and we had house which is not under any loan. So I'm not giving my house papers as a collateral, but they want to consider that we are not under any house loan. So if you come under this category, then well and good, you don't need to give your GRE, you can just submit your IELTS score. But if you come under the category where your monthly income is pretty less, and you don't have any land of your own, then seriously do consider writing GRE, because many of the banks do provide non-collateral loan just based on your GRE score, and it can be of huge help to you. So do consider writing GRE, please. So guys, thank you for watching my video till the end. Please like this video so that it reaches many people possible. I do want personally this video, particularly this video, to reach many people as possible, so that it helps out many people and they don't end up regretting their decision later. And do subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.